Hey guys, what's going on? It's Underlordtico here, bringing you guys a analysis of one of a few of my, I guess, tournament matches I've had in Elemental Monster. I did today in the morning when I wake up. I figured I might as well keep playing the game since I haven't pretty much collected to actually physically have each copy of the cards in the game, so I might as well keep playing it. So here I'm bringing you guys some gameplay and some tournament matches from against a guy that you guys saw the name of that player at the very beginning of this video. Against a guy that actually had a pretty good deck that I actually lost against once. I was playing 2 out of 3 matches. I believe the tournament is going around right now. It's about you gotta win five matches, but each match is a duel. It's 2 out of 3. You gotta win 2 out of 3 duels to win the match. So this is one of those matches where I lose to the first one and I win the next 2. So anyways, let's go ahead and analyze a little bit of this gameplay here. So my primary deck, this primary deck that I'm using right now, it's the first one I always pick whenever I play. So one has been working out pretty well for me. I think I've only had like 2-3 losses so far, including this one, including against this deck that I'm playing against right now with this deck. But the primary deck uses Grand Titan Jupiter, and it uses the blue slime as the primary top cards. Then after that it has a Gohan, and after that it has a Griffin. So what do you call it? The Grand Titan Jupiter, it's a very good card, but the main drawback it has is it starts out with 2 elements. So the first thing you need to do is get rid of that. You need to get rid of the 2 element thing. It starts out as being a wood, and it starts out as being a dark element. So it's vulnerable. I guess it's weak. I guess we would say, I'm gonna say it that way because vulnerable. I can never say that word right. It's a hard word for me to say, but it's weak against pretty much fire, and it's weak against light. So we want to eliminate that. So you want to put a Gohan in there and make it fully light. So the only element it's gonna be weak against is dark. Now this guy was using the Angel, this Dark Angel card that actually has dark attacks and actually made it a light card. It was actually pretty helpful for me when he did that because Grand Titan Jupiter's attack is a non-elemental attack, and as some of y'all know watching this video, if you play elemental monsters, dark monsters cut in half any non-elemental damage done to them. So it was actually a very good thing that he actually went ahead and changed his monster's element to the light. In another sense of the word, I mean, the reason why he did it was because that card already has preemptive strike on it, and it has almost 25% chance of insta-kill on light monsters. So he has a pretty good chance of already killing my Grand Titan Jupiter. And at the same time, if you turn it into light, it takes away the poison because, what do you call it, dark monsters got natural poison on them, and they automatically lose 5 health each turn. So that's actually one of the things you want to get rid of whenever you change your Grand Titan Jupiter to light with the Gohan. But I mean, it doesn't even have to be any light. It can just be water, fire, wood, or dark itself. You know, as long as you eliminate the 2 element aspect, because you don't want it to have 2 elements. So it's just going to be weak against 2 different types of attacks, and you never really want that. But as far as this duel went, you know, I just sacrificed the blue slime at the beginning, and then I kept trying to use the Grand Titan Jupiter. It was good that he switched his Angel to light because that allowed me to be able to do regular damage to it instead of only half damage. Because if it would have been a dark monster, it would have gotten cut in half. At this point was actually when the duel got actually kind of interesting, because I was watching and I had the Gohan and I had the Griffin. I decided to go in with the Gohan. Then I had the chance to choose either to attack with reversal or attack with a secondary attack. After I chose to attack with a secondary attack, I figured I might as well should have chosen to attack with the first one, since the second one would have killed him anyways, and if he did the effect with the Jin. Then my Griffin would have attacked with his first attack and done 26 damage instead of 21. And there's the key mistake in this whole game. If I had attacked with the Gohan's primary attack and the guy had activated the ability of the special power of the Jin, then it would have switched to my Griffin and I would have attacked with my 26 with my primary air cutter attack. That's just 26 damage. Then I would have been able to attack again with 26 more and just kill the Gohan right there. And then I would have had both Gohan and Griffin to be able to counterattack the Jin. You know, but I made that mistake early on, right at that part. I think if I would have made that mistake, there would have been a very good chance of me winning, maybe by 1 attack. But you know, at this part, you'll actually see that I have no choice but to actually switch right here, because I want to switch and be able to put the preemptive strike. That way, my Gohan is able to attack. But the only problem with preemptive strike is that preemptive strike works that if both creatures got preemptive strike, whichever one got the highest agility is the one that's going to attack first. So even if I add my preemptive strike to my Gohan with my Griffin's special ability that cost me 6 mana, if he still activates the Jin's what do you call it, preemptive strike attack, it's still gonna pretty much kill me, right? It's still gonna kill me first. So you know, that's one of the primary things right there. Right here, I don't know why he didn't do his preemptive strike. I guess he figured it wouldn't matter at this point, since he was gonna win anyways. But right there, for example, if he had chosen his preemptive strike, he would have attacked my Gohan first, and my Gohan would have died. But in this kind of situation, you always want to go ahead, and if you got the extra mana to do it, you want to go ahead and push for that extra attack. You know, if you have the extra mana, why not go ahead and use the skill? You know, maybe the opponent makes a mistake and you get your chance to win. But of course, he doesn't make a mistake. He's just pretty confident that he's going to win, so he just goes ahead and attacks me, and you know, does a preemptive strike. I do preemptive strike as well, but since he's got more agility than me, his preemptive strike goes in first. So there we go. I lose that match. But the funny thing is that the next 2 matches, I figured that the only way my deck would lose is against a deck I had light or dark mostly. So I figured that I might as well choose to, if I was playing against a dark deck, I might as well choose to include my Gladiator build, which has the Flame Knight, it has Ruby Knight in the bottom for being reverse summoned. But I figured for this specific deck right here, the Gladiator would be the perfect card, because I mean, it's got 37 attack in this regular, you know, a dark attack. So it's gonna pretty much do insta kill to any light creature that doesn't have over 74 health. And I'm pretty sure that none of the cards this guy had any more than 74 health. So it was just a matter of just keep attacking first and, you know, just be able to win. Now, at this point right here, this is another thing. You see, when he changes his creature to light, it makes it more easier for me to kill. And there's a part here what I don't understand. When he goes ahead to make his attack with his Dark Angel, I wonder why he decided to attack with the attack that was regular, you know? He decided to attack with the regular attack, thinking that I would not get the 25% off, because my Gladiator attacks got 25% chance of insta-kill. So he decided to do the secondary attack, to do the other attack, you know, the one that doesn't do preemptive strike, just in case, to be able to get a chance to do a little bit more damage and then attack me next turn with the preemptive strike and guarantee the attack. But he didn't count on me getting the 25% chance of critical or chance of instant death on. So, you know, that right there ruined his plans, and it's one of those things where you can never count too much on chance if the opponent has a card with like 20% chance. Any card with like 20% chance critical hit or like insta kill, you really can't take your chances and go with that chance. You know, you just go like, oh well, the chances that he's gonna do it, it's only 25%, so I'm just gonna go ahead and disregard that. You know, 25% are pretty good odds in this game, which you will be able to see in this match, because I mean, thanks to that 25% is which I win these 2 matches. And at this point right there, I don't know why he didn't do his preemptive strike again. I just go ahead and attack him and do my 74 damage, and he dies instantly. So, you know, there we go. I go from losing in a very tight match to winning pretty much with 1 card, you know, unopposed. So here I sit down. This is another thing. I always sit down and I wonder, whenever people are picking what cards to use against this deck, it's kind of weird because there's rarely anybody that uses water cards, and that's actually one of the strengths of using fire creatures, especially the Gladiator, because fire creatures, they're the second creatures. I would guess they're second elemental color that has the least amount of agility. But the Gladiator got some pretty good agility, so he's able to attack first most of the time. So, you know, most of the time people don't use water, because water, it's actually kind of hard to make a good water deck in this game unless you're using Poseidon, and then even then you're still gonna have some trouble. But anyways, let's go back to talking about this. So with the Gladiator, I choose to go ahead and keep attacking with the fire attack, just in case he decides to make the switch to his Centaur Knight. If he makes a switch, you know, I would do the insta kill or the double damage, and I kept doing the fire attack, of course, because his element, his dual element is wood, is a forest. So there we go. And then he summons Gaia, and Gaia is an okay card if you can get it to last a long time. But as far as going up against a fire deck, it's not a very good card because it's guaranteed to die pretty quick. So here I go ahead and do this 25% chance again, and I'm pretty sure I get it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I get the 25%. There we go. The creature dies, and as I said, you know, never take your chances with 25%. And I guess over here he has a Flower Knight, and I don't know, man. Flower Knight is a good card, but it would be a lot better if it had a SP attack, SP effect. You know, without an SP effect, the natural effect of most of those knights, you know, the Aqua Knight, Ruby Knight, you know, what do you call it, Flame Knight, White Knight, Dark Knight, all of them got SP attacks, SP effects, the special powers, abilities to use. Even though that wouldn't work with the Gladiator, but it would be a much better choice than just choosing to attack me with a weak Flower Knight. I guess, you know, it's an okay card, but I usually keep it for like the last thing, you know. But as far as this duel went, it was pretty much in the bag for me, assuming that he didn't have a water deck, because that's exactly the key point right there. Most people in this game, they never expect you to use a fire deck that has a higher agility than you, you know. So if they choose a deck that even this wood, they're pretty confident that they're going to be able to kill your deck, because fire decks for the most part, they got low agility, so they'll be able to poke through enough damage just doing agility first, you know, having higher agility, be able to attack first every time. That, you know, they don't really worry about that. But as far as Gladiator goes, he just kills that strategy, because Gladiator comes with like 40 agility, so that just ruins that advantage right there. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and leave me your comments below if you enjoyed this gameplay, and I'll be catching you guys later. Peace out.